What if I told you that the words "believe in yourself" were never meant to free you, but to bind you? Since childhood, the system whispered that belief alone is the path to power. But belief is a cage. Kings, priests, rulers, they all knew that a man who only believes is easy to guide, easy to break, easy to sell a dream to. They built religions on it, empires on it, corporations on it. They told you that faith in your own image would make you strong, while they quietly rewrote the story of who you are. Look around. Billions of men, kneeling before mirrors, chanting borrowed affirmations, waiting for greatness to arrive. But belief is not truth. Belief is programming. And if you've never questioned who installed that program, then you are not living your life. You are living theirs. Powerful men throughout history understood this. Identity is the ultimate weapon. If I can convince you that you are weak, you will live weak. If I tell you that you are chosen, you will act chosen. The pharaohs carved it in stone. The church wrote it in scripture. The state encoded it in law. Today it's not priests or kings who shape your self-image, but institutions with screens in every pocket. You are told what success looks like, what strength feels like, even what kind of man you are allowed to be. The irony? You defend the very chains that hold you because you think they're your own beliefs. They whisper, "Believe in yourself," but they never wanted you to know that the self you believe in was manufactured. A shadow of your true potential, built for their benefit, not yours. Here is the secret they fear you will discover. Belief is not enough. Belief without knowledge is slavery. The ancients who built empires knew how to bind men not with chains, but with ideas. They gave you myths, holy symbols, and even modern slogans, each designed to anchor your mind to an invisible leash. That's why most men never break through. They are not fighting their doubts. They are fighting someone else's script running in their head. And this is where the descent begins. The moment you see the bars of the cage, you can no longer unsee them. This is dangerous knowledge, because once it takes root, you can never go back to sleep. Write this in the comments twice, to burn it into your identity. I am not who they told me I am. That phrase will mark the beginning of your escape. The deeper you look, the darker it gets. Every system you trust thrives on one principle: control the mind, and the body follows. Governments don't need chains when schools can program obedience. Corporations don't need whips when advertisements can sell you your own reflection. Even religion, stripped bare, is a mechanism to mold men into predictable shapes. And here's the cruelest part. They let you chase freedom, as long as it's freedom they designed. They tell you to dream, but only within walls invisible to your eye. Men live entire lives this way, mistaking the cage for the horizon. But once you see the pattern, you start to feel it. The weight of manipulation in every promise, every motivational speech, every empty slogan. And suddenly, belief alone feels hollow. What you need is something sharper, something they cannot script for you. Here is the truth they've hidden for centuries. Belief is the spark, but will and action are the fire. Institutions survive by keeping you in the spark stage, always imagining, always preparing, but never igniting. That hesitation is their victory. A man who simply believes is harmless. A man who knows and acts is unstoppable. This is why they flood your world with distractions, endless noise to keep you waiting, doubting, circling. But tonight you've been given forbidden knowledge. The self they sold you is a lie, and the real one must be carved from blood, sweat, and ruthless clarity. The question is not, do you believe? The question is, will you act? If you do, you are no longer their subject. You are the author of your own law. Remember the phrase, I am not who they told me I am. Repeat it. Live it. Burn it into history.